Are we on? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Camera.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
I see a conversation is gonna last like 5 hours this morning, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm say
like me osteoporosis. Let me pay a bill because I'm gonna come to something I want to ask to start this conversation real quickly first. But we've all been there before. We play the perfect multi-bet. It's going your way until it's one or more pick lets you down. With Betway's Bet Saver feature, you can win even if your bet misses, and even in multiple losses, you can get your bet back and more. Bet Saver is exclusive to Betway. Get way more. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway. Get way more. Lenny.
Yes, and then also you can get your cleansed hand soap if you are one that loves to stay clean or keep clean. It kills about 99.9% of germs and bacteria with every use, so you want to grab that today for yourself, for your friends, and your family as well. It comes in strawberry, aloe vera, vanilla, and honey, antibacterial, chocolate. The list goes on and on and on. And remember to stay clean with Cleanse. The GC brand is all about you. Now, talking about grabbing or getting stuff, maybe if you are a big audiophile, like Cyril always says, you want to grab your Bang & Olufsen Atelier, where you experience sound like never before. This is also where you become very much a part of the craft. Design your own bespoke audio masterpiece or select from an exclusive creation tailored to your style, whether it's a speaker that seamlessly fits your space or a statement piece that turns heads. If you can imagine it, you can hear it. Discover more with Bang & Olufsen at our shop at Atlantic Towers, Airport City, Accra. Bang & Olufsen Atelier, you dream it, we craft it. You can call 0201 694341, 0201 694341 and grab yours today.
In common Dawson, it's very important as well.
Wisdom.
Also, it's very important to understand is this, and if you're looking for the best value data and the voice offers that's tailored to your unique needs, Telecel understands this, and everyone has their own preference, okay? And that's why they've introduced unbeatable made-for-me bundles made for just you. Now, the made-for-me bundles are affordable, customized data and voice packages personalized for you. So just simply dial *530# or download the Telecel Play app ASAP, or you can also go onto their website if you can. That's telecel.com.gh, and there you can subscribe to your special made-for-me bundle, Telecel Connecting Energies. We'll tell you about Pepsodent later on. But Reggie, we played that video, and let me just ask this. It's on my chest.
Okay.
When you watch this, Reggie, how do you feel?
Keep your eyes on the road.
Yourself.
It's a flood of memories, and it's not only nostalgic, but also it brings the blues to heart, because the beginning of the song is my best friend, my brother, DJ Rab.
Yeah.
And he opens the track, and so it's a double do. Yes, yeah. I love the song.
Yeah.
It gives me memories, good ones, and then I get blue because I hear his voice. And
Reggie, so you see, when the song dropped, when you watch yourself, you see what you were buffed up.
Yeah.
T-shirtless. Shirtless.
Assemble, yeah. Assemble, I'm Namla born in Canton, so.
What you did? How were those days like? We are bringing it from there to today.
Yes.
What was going through your mind? Like you were the new kid on the block.
No.
Everyone was calling you out.
That's the thing, though. We were
everybody wanted to meet you.
I say to residential now. Yeah, sorry. Any track one money I got now. A cottage annex. You track a crowd. That be flex in there. You who near Costco town. But you didn't see Ajidin, but it was up until I went to the Black Star Square. On that
performance.
and I saw the whole Ghana looking at me like, this is the guy. After that, Charlie, I was like, Rap, because
so wait, is it that because of social media, we get to see things now? So that time, like you didn't know that it had penetrated that much.
We would get a hand clap. People would comment. You went out and people said, let me buy you a drink. Oh, I heard your song. But to have a whole collage or of human heads, black human African heads, young heads, millions of, well, they look like millions. And I remember it was Millennium something. I walked on that stage in my white and DJ Rab in the back. Chakwan is holding my name up, and the signature ding 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 ding, and the crowd went buck wild.
Reggie, I was there.
I mean, I've been in show business for so long. I can tell you that's the biggest crowd. And it was just a sea. This is the Black Star Square full of young Ghanaians
I think
screaming.
That Obrafo to perform.
Yes, it was the same spot.
Yeah.
But I had introduced them. That's when I introduced them on stage. I brought them up on stage, And that's when I remember Rab looked at me and I looked at Rab and he's like, hey. He said, yo, we're here.
Ching, ching.
Ching, ching, we're here.
But
of course, no, but, we wasn't thinking money. We remember we lived in my father's house, man. We
You were all right.
Oh, we're all right. Yeah, say all right. You want a studio, they built you a studio. You want a car, that's the car. You want to fly out, go, come, but we good. So this is what made it so authentic. Because if we are
the original
if we are kume man kasa, and yes, combine a day out there. That's why I always remained authentic.
And Reggie, what was the whole culture of the T-shirt? Not wearing no top?
I've always been bare-chested. I don't know if you've seen footage of me when I'm a teenager. I've been Tarzan all my life. I know, because I'm a big Bruce Lee fan now.
Okay.
And I'm a martial artist. I come, New York summertime, UK summertime. We taking our shit off. Excuse my language. So it's just a hip hop culture with my fatigues, my camouflage, my timbo.
And that thing sparked people's dress code.
But then again, Jay, we live in a tropical country. I barely want clothes on my ass. As soon as I get home, and besides, a brother took care of himself. So I'm very, I'm the alpha male in my house. You know what I'm saying? My swimming book, and I'm in the hand. So yeah.
So you once, let me just bring something about today. And Lenny was impressed with how you've maintained, figure. You and Chame Kwame, I don't know where you've been eating.
No, he's vegan.
Or what are you? What you are
vegan.
not eating?
My chairman's vegan, man. So he lived long. He chose the wise route.
So what are you doing to keep
fit?
Yeah, to keep fit.
Okay, well, I eat relatively well. Of course, I do eat my watch. I eat everything, but I cut out red meat. I don't eat red meat. I drink lots of water. I eat a lot of green. I eat a lot of fruits. And now that I'm older, I need to start lifting weights because you need a muscle mass to stay up. People don't understand that. People are like, yo, when you get old, you need to stop now. That's when you gotta lift heavy weights. So, my reps, and I'm a push-up monster because I'm from the Bruce Lee school. Shout out to June Fan Lee, Master June. So, and then you got to remember the body has a memory.
Yeah.
Because I come from breakdance, which is heavy cardio, and I'm a martial artist. I'm a black belt in 2 arts. So you can imagine from all the way from when I started martial arts when I was about 11, 10, all the way till today. But I pick it data.
Yeah.
So
it's stored in there. So once you activate it,
you are what you eat.
Is it difficult to cut off certain things that you really want to eat? Like,
well, you see, it depends. I go through phases. Say a Ghanaian life, and they say you try Hennessy near or public bar, you have a taste for savory stuff.
Yeah.
But then I kind of balance it out. I forgot. Here's the master trick. It's not even a trick. This is for your soul.
Yeah.
It's here for fasting. Fasting is life.
Reggie, school us.
Fasting is life, y'all. If you ever Listen, young
Fasting,
folks, yes.
spirituals, fast.
Boy, cut out the food. A day, 24 hours. I usually do 72. Okay, I could do 72, 48 hours, no food. And remember, I fast with the Muslims too. I'm on my 9th Ramadan or something.
Wow.
Yeah. So fasting is key because you get to talk to Jah. First of all, you get clarity of mind, body, and soul. You don't have to have food in your body all the time. It's a myth. That breakfast talk, it's if you can, at a certain age, just cut out breakfast. Get a good lunch, and you're good. I'm a cereal.
But when did you begin this journey of the health conscious?
I wasn't like health conscious. No, you see me, I could be reckless, but because of the martial arts, there's that level of discipline. And my father, remember talking about fasting, my father is the first Ghanaian to go on hunger strike. He's the reason, my father's the reason why you got the trade fair open back up. Ricky Santos say, you could ask, well, he's not here no more, Uncle J.J. Rawlins and a lot of them. They know. My father was influenced by the late legendary Dick Gregory. If you know who Dick Gregory, Uncle Gregory, I look like him now. Yeah. So my father went on hunger strike. No bianye bida. And so the art of fasting had already been indoctrinated into the young man. And so it wasn't so like I'm trying to be so healthy. No, sometimes I could just, I could go off but now I got to check my blood pressure and all, you know what I'm saying?
All those things are not coming in.
And right, I'm going to check here. I bow down, come on. That's I don't want to, because she brought us out. I know it's true.
No, I think the discipline is...
Yeah, the discipline is key.
So talking the discipline, having that background, was it difficult being disciplined when a young guy touched down, music going all over?
Oh, you mean when I came home?
Yes. Was that...
No, I had already lived the discipline life of martial arts, remember?
Yeah.
I started martial arts when I was about 10, 11. Okay. So I had already been seasoned to, you do this and you do that. You take you do breathe right. You sit your posture all the time. So yeah.
Let me ask this very interestingly tough question.
Right.
Do you feel guilty coming in to disrupt the music of the time?
As far as a high life?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Before you came in.
No, I don't.
Yesterday, last week, Elishaz was here.
Yeah. That's my man, Mamelo.
Yeah, he
Wu-Tang.
He threw that. Yeah.
For many years. Yeah. They don't know this. Another revelation. They might not know. Brother Rab went to school with Jizza.
Okay.
From Wu-Tang. Now, the Monfunk, Charlie Monfunk, they they were the African chapter of Wu. Because, you got Wu worldwide.
Yeah.
And forever, Rab was trying to get Wu-Tang to endorse Charlie Monfunk.
Oh.
And so this is the first time that I met A-Son. A-Son is ODB. I met ODB in New York with Rab. And I'll never forget. He's like, yo, folks in Ghana, man, they got a Wu faction there. He said, why did they?
Yeah.
Hey, ODB, we need. Yeah.
Okay, so now back to my very sensitive question.
Mm-hmm.
We can, look, life progresses.
Yes.
Maybe had I been a pilot, I would have been more successful than I am now.
Yeah.
But of course, I didn't become a pilot, so I would never know.
Right.
But I would only measure my success today based on where I sit and what I'm doing.
Everything is everything.
You came in at a point and disrupted the music scene.
I don't know if that's the right choice.
No, when I say disrupt, so when I say disrupt, no, I'm just saying. No. What's the same?
It was a beautiful invasion.
Second word is invasion.
It was a beautiful invasion.
Invasion has never been a good thing for the person who's losing out on it. So it's a beautiful invasion.
Well,
I like that.
In my case, okay, I'll answer this real quick.
Yeah.
It was never so. Reason is we actually paid homage to Highlife, even via the name. Think about it.
Yes,
we could have stuck to hip hop and just said hip hop, right?
So what do you think music in Ghana would have been today? had you
something
not
would have happened.
engineered
No, listen. People always say, I mean, divine intervention, but something would have happened. If I hadn't made a move, somebody would have made a move. Period. Hip hop infected the whole world.
Are you responsible for, this is a very hard question, I feel like we'll blitzer now. Are you responsible for the death of Highlife music in the millennials of the time?
But the thing though is Highlife is not dead.
No.
Highlife will never die.
When I say dead, in the context of
evolution,
it just evolved.
Less interest by certain.
Yeah, I'm red down here. I know they're natural because I mean, shout out to my man Kwabena.
Yeah.
That's a lot of these cats are still, even Kim Paluta and them, they still messing with this Highlife sound. Even the vibe, Black Sharif, when they asked him, what is your sound? He said hip hop and high life. Well, that's hip life, but you know what I mean. So the homage that we paid to the OGs still stands. Yeah, Amachi's still rocking. When Lumba comes out, he's the man. Uncle Kodranchi is still fanfare, but of course times do change, and even they know
that's
that.
What I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. That has there been any drop of guilt in in changing a certain narrative?
If anything, I pay the greatest compliment to Highlife. The song that you just played, that's a Logic from poem. Mm-hmm. That's a sample from Alaji Reggie from Boniche. One of my biggest joints produced by a young man, so has the biggest Highlife groove. What am I say? So no, at all. Not Yanka Nigeria for Pudi Shakara. And starting Afro beats because we sampled it.
But you didn't do any collaboration with any Nigerian artists?
Yes, I did. I did one of the biggest ones too. I'm the one that broke the whole, Tic Tac set it off, but I did with Two-Face and Wyclef and Beanie Man.
Oh, yeah.
And this is when Beanie is like at his peak and Wyclef is at his peak. Monsoya Mu. Shit. Yeah, Joe, right up ref you what? Okay. Kind of good. Okay.
But we didn't hear. Okay, there were most of your collabs as well that you did. Aside from KK, I mean you brought out Mensa,
my cousin Sydney, Side Lover.
Okay.
Sammy B.
Okay. I was going to
come on, man. There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Nightlife in Accra with Side Lover.
Yeah.
Capital ACC.
Zach Mallet.
See, last night I was actually I went back to listen to your catalog on Spotify from 1997. And I was doing some reading up on you as well, and I found out about PLZ. I had no idea.
You didn't know?
I didn't know about PLZ.
Party à la Maison, Freddie Funkstone.
Yeah, I didn't know about PLZ. So I was going to ask you today, what happened to PLZ, because it was after PLZ you came to Ghana.
No, it was during PLZ. We were still a group. Matter of fact, we came home as PLZ. Minute Freddie Nabai, Freddie Funkstone. He's the one that gave you Ride Up.
That song.
A lot of Ghanaians don't even know he's from our faction.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy no. Panafes intini buy. Buggers intini ke babu bosho ni asakwa bruchiri. And now still I'm at here. And I'm still out here. And that's it. PLZ never broke up. In fact, me and Freddie Funkstone have a project, and DJ Pogo from Moni Love, he's back on the block. He lives in Brazil now. And we're about to do another project called The Grays. Because we all got big gray beards now. We all fit. He's a stockbroker now. And when I'm in Stip, me catch that Stip said, and or blast him with phones.
On the set.
And this was the video that I was telling you about the last time.
You mentioned that,
a video,
No, please recall what happened.
I said, yeah, shit. Who said Charlie Beanie Man? And by the way, that's Sally Monte Carlo's house.
Yeah.
It was God bless her. She looked out for us. Drinks galore, everything.
Wow.
And also, people don't know that besides Beanie and Sally, because I didn't have the money to pay for that video, it was them.
Okay.
So shout out to Beanie and shout out to Sally Monte Carlo. They was gangster with it. They contributed you know, because it's Two-Face I'm fin Nigeria, but I'm maybe not cushion Nikutri. So I'm buying I'm saying something I'm the pieces never buy. My family a man Calvin. It's sad I'm some share media, but they looked out. But what was the question again?
So
the incident Stip.
Yeah.
Now why is she giddy Charlie? And I mean this Stip, because you know he's the director and he should. And see, I was on the phone, and now I'm Tiano Kakra. You know, I'm the big homie.
Yeah.
Sure. Phone so I don't say, don't talk to me like that.
It's a good time.
I'm the humblest dude, and for many years I was very
hostile,
shy.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't like to put people in you know them type of situations. And he said, don't talk to me like that. I was like, damn, man, I felt like digging a hole and jumping in there. But yeah, that's my man, my mellow. God bless him.
Yeah, I mean, we've always wanted to have a conversation with him, but he's always hiding. But we know we'll get him. But do you link up with Two-Face?
Yes, I do. Matter of fact, the last time that I was with Two-Face, I was over at D-Black Club. It was just me and him sat in the corner. We just had a good laugh, good talk. Two-Face is good people.
Yeah.
He's always positive vibe, very appreciative. Every time I see Two-Face, he's like, damn, man, Reggie, your people, they're not trying to give you the respect. You know, he always said, yo, people, what they're wrong, because he knows, you know. And so, yeah, man.
Okay.
Have you had a conversation with Two-Face since he's
Marital? No, I haven't. No,
since
I wouldn't.
Not?
You know, I don't get into people personal like that.
Right.
No, but I
mean, it's out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it's a little fast. You know, I wouldn't. Oh, see, I've always been shirtless.
So let me put the audio on this
sure.
on and because we saw this video go viral recently and
right.
it just erupted. I was like, okay,
but you've always
happening?
been cut.
Did you see the body?
Yes,
that is me in July. Check it out.
Bring it in, turn it out. Jack for my juice, so I said farewell. Now whoop it up, turn it out, whoop it up, bring it in, turn it out, whoop it up. Hey, not just give me the whip off the funk and I can whip. They just the phases, she let the phrases, give me the whip. And we're all rappers. It don't matter how large this one is. Everybody should be given a chance to go off or try to prove themselves up on stage. And you know what I'm saying? You don't get that. They just want, PE, boom, big lights, big microphones, everything is nice. PLZ, and it's like nobody can hear you.
Reggie, how old are you?
You know what? Everybody asked me, how old was you in this video? And I can't remember for the life of my life. But I know that's KK Rockwell and Lil Rodney C. If you ever remember the legendary hip-hop movie called The Wild Style, that's where Nas sampled from. And that's the two of them. We was opening for them. If you look in the back, you see the Twin Towers are still there. Did you see that?
I saw that,
The Twin Towers are still up.
Yeah.
You see it right there. That's the back. That's Lil Rodney C. So you remember that slogan? Say hello, everybody. I'm from it to that. All of that is from him.
Okay.
So Busta Rhymes, everybody, and we was opening for them. Yeah, Wild Style.
So
that's them in New York. Check that out.
Wow.
Yeah, that's them in New York.
International.
You look like a very bad boy. Like a very bad boy at that time.
Man, I was cool. Look, he looked like Lil Wayne with no locks. I always thought he looked like Lil Wayne with no locks.
With no locks.
Yeah.
Reggie, I mean, I'm going back to the body fit.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's always been there,
yo, summertime, you know, the chicks is digging on the young buck. You know what I mean? I do my 100 press-ups, 100 or more. I still do 100 or more. You know, it was just that hip-hop vibe. You was just the corner look. You know, your camouflage, your Timbo, you know, your white beater. You know, that just that what you guys call gangsters today. What you guys call yo-yo. Yeah, that was how we was living. But a lot of people don't know my history. I noticed it when I showed them this footage is when people sat up like, damn, Reg, you been in it like that. I was like, you don't know my history. Hiplife is just a faction of my. Are you
going to release a book?
Yes, there's a book in the building. They're building right now. There's a biopic building. I'm working with some very powerful folks from America and Ghana.
Okay.
And they want to tell my whole story. And so there's a whole biopic about my life and how I began, because it goes way further back from my father, you know, because you got to understand, my father did for fashion what I did for music. And we are both Pan-African. We both came home. Yeah. You know, my father was doing great. He was making clothes for Richard Pryor, Isaac Hayes, Dinah Ross, same thing.
There is a video of you talking, current president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, talking about your father.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know if the team can pull that up.
Right.
It's somewhere in the catalog that I received.
Right.
And he does mention that he knew
Yes.
your old boy.
Yes,
and
they were
his
friends.
contribution.
Yes, they were friends. The president he's a very nice guy.
Okay.
I must let you know this, but I think you all picked that up, that he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's very approachable, accessible, and this when in the footage, what you see is he was still president back then, and that's where you see him signing. I signed a book for him, which is a book on Hiplife. It's called Live There, right there.
Yeah.
So there he is, and yeah, God bless him. Look, a boy with his big old head in the big. He wasn't pregnant back then.
These are
jokes. That's from that.
President speaks. Let's listen to what he said.
Re-implementation and all that. I mean, it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Endorsement for me.
Thank you. Thank you, Reggie. You know, that was my very good time. And we're working on something. I mean, he helped us, with the re-implementation and all that. I mean, it was fantastic.
Yeah, and a friend of Dimpa.
Yeah.
But you know, Dimpa.
In light of that, I had a question I wanted to ask you, because I think when it comes to politics, you know, and especially with the creative industry, it hits close to home when we talk about you, because I mean, you're married to the daughter of a former head of state, you know, and
Dr.
you've
Luna.
also been.
Well, listen.
Sorry, Kojo.
Ex-president don't equate money. I'll get to that.
Yeah, and I also brought that up because we find a lot of our creative, you know, for want of a better word, people within the industry getting into politics these days. But
right, which is good.
It seems like that has never been a thing for you. So I
No.
want to find out what your stance on that is. Why is it that you have been very close to the political scene in every aspect of it?
I think with the
but
exception
you
of
haven't-
with the exception of Wafa Kufuor, I think every other president has been into my house.
Yeah.
My father was close to JJ. He used to come by the house. At Mills, my father made a lot of his clothes. He styled him up. He gave him his swag.
Wow.
And he came by. When my father passed, I think Uncle Atta was one of maybe the second person to turn up at my house.
Yeah.
And Wafa Akufo-Addo, I've known him too for years. You know, all of them know me, like Reggie, Ricky's son, you know, because they know my father. And then now you've seen Uncle Jay speak about my father, Dimpa.
Yeah.
The reason why I shy away from direct involvement with politics is because it has to be the dirtiest game on this green earth. And my heart too clean. You know, you have to be almost shysty shady to be in this. Yeah, it's crazy. And it's like joining the Crips or the Bloods. You're gang affiliated.
Yeah.
So we only got two of these, MPP and DC. So depending on who you're rocking with, it could go this way or that way. Well, today things have changed. I see my brother Cheddar. People are stepping in. It's a new day. But Jack, so you know they know me. They knew what my father stood for.
It will taint the legacy if you risk. And
No,
have
because
you
I am political in my own right.
Have anybody shared an offer with you before?
Oh, plenty.
Like?
Plenty. I'm not gonna mention no names. Come on, man. You know I was the hottest kid on the block. Come on, from way back till now, I'm still very influential.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not no dummy. I can articulate my thoughts. I'm quite well read, and I am in the system. Like you said, I'm married to the ex. You know, Sekou Nkrumah. This is Kwame Nkrumah's son. Lived with us for years. Middaini and Nidaini. We lived in the same house.
Yeah.
My father was as serious Nkrumah
Pan-African.
Then,
Reggie, considering the music legacy, then you should have taken something creative.
No, but you see, I am political in my own right, which is I fight with the music. Look at how much employment the Hiplife created for the youth. Till as we speak, we look at the Sarkodie, the Sharif, everybody picking up the Shatawale bandana. Where you think all that came from? It was us standing on our toes on Hiplife. And that's it. We created employment. That's effective politics.
You said something in passing, but you spoke about, you said you didn't have money. I mean, you were okay, but money from music. Did you make money from music?
No. Music never. I was the sacrificial lamb. This is why when my brother Shatta said that I was broke, I said, damn, man, you going to put me out like that? I was never rich. I'm rich in spirit. My legacy can never, ever be touched. Was I good at home? I wasn't begging bread. No, my father worked really hard and he loved his son. I was the only child for many years. And so he did look out for me. So when you say I'm Dada B, it's a different type of Dada B. It's just a father's love for his son.
Which is how it should be.
Exactly. And this is how my father don't come from no affluent, he's from Akwetia. He hustled. He make ends meet. He's a hustler. I'm a hustler. I make ends meet. I don't live an extravagant life. I'm very simple as you see me. I drive a Corolla S and my wife drives, but we edimpa. Our clout is in the very personalities. And that's it. So, it's not, we sacrifice. But we open the doors that everybody can eat today. Look, man, I was one of the first with my locks to be on a billboard on Guinness. Sometimes Rasta wanted my endorsement deal. Debbie. I mean, one of the first ones that they offered me was Michael Power.
Yeah.
I'm assuming called Jeremy. Yeah. And look, let me tell you
that role.
So you would have been Michael Power.
I'm a martial artist. Look at me. Don't imagine Santu. Come on, yeah. And let me tell you this. This is funny because Cheddar. Shout out to Cheddar. Oh, sorry, Mr. Bediako. Can we call his name? Cheddar. Yeah, put some respect on the man's name. Back in the day when the deal was running around, and they were considering putting a brother up for this. Now, it came up that I would have to cut my hair because the character, Santu. And it was a big, because I'm in a situation where this is a big block.
Yes.
And can you imagine how many people was in my ear? Like, man, nigga, you could go grow your hair, man. Blah, blah. And I never forget that I laid with this woman, and I can't mention her name now, but she gave me that wisdom. And she said, Reggie, do you really believe in cutting your hair or it's about the money? And I spoke to myself and I said, man, if I got nothing to stand for, I fall for anything. And I said, no, I don't want to cut my hair, so the money, I'm going to skip it.
No, I see why you went hard. Yeah. And I see why you went hard on Motown about that.
You see? And you see what happened with Achimota Secondary. This is my school. And I never cut my hair, and I made like the money never existed because it didn't. Because if it wasn't in my account, it didn't exist.
Yeah.
But you could have made the money. And
but listen to this though.
And go in your hair later, right?
But check this out. Divine intervention. So Mr. Bediako, he would see me periodically and he used to clown me about this. He said, yo, you must have gone out here. He used to clown me. And then one time, he might have forgot. I seen him because the same deal came back to me.
Okay.
And I became the poster boy for Guinness.
Okay.
With my locks. And I'm a ball.
How many years later was this?
A few. But I totally forgot about it. God said, look, man, boom, boom, and gave it right back to me.
So Reggie,
and I block I'm a G,
So, Reggie, let me ask.
More.
Look, Lenny doesn't really care about hair. She can give it all up.
Yeah.
And we've all been cutting our hair. He had hair too. He cut it up.
Okay.
What is it with the hair for you?
It's my ID. It's, from the historical, biblical standpoint, from Samson, you never seen a picture of Jesus with short hair, have you?
No.
Thank you. Nazarite. I'm very, very comfortable and very confident. It's my ID. I like the defiance of it. I ain't got time for that. Whisk now. And then also, as time went on, became trendy. You know, my locks, it's my ID.
What would make you cut it?
Maybe if I was
health.
sick,
If
I was sick and I had to live. But even then, I don't know, because, you know, we are going to die. You could do all the health stuff that we talking, you know, the hygiene by, but like I
But anyway,
yeah, the hygiene by, but like I you know, we all going to die someday. Look at my brother DJ Rap, one of the fittest human beings on this green earth, man. This dude walked everywhere. When they did the autopsy for my brother, you know what the doc said? Because my wife was there. The doc said to my wife, he had the heart of a teenager. Nakuma, he was in such good health. And boom, boom, he's out of here. So be thankful for every single day and all this push-ups and vitamins. Listen, dude, you're not guaranteed tomorrow. But whilst you're alive, try and live healthy so you can live a good, healthy life.
They say artists don't retire.
No, they don't.
Are you retiring?
No, I think I might have pulled the biggest Machiavelli move ever many years ago, because I remember I told Ghana I was retiring. You know, but I retired on a hit record. Because at the time, the movement was becoming wonky. Na payola na be dim. Stars ni pia and you know, and you got the one hit song, and it used to irritate me because, like you said, politics. That wasn't my politics. Hiplife wasn't about that. It was to empower folks, the folks who didn't have, and people were blocking. So we were Germany news scouts, the whole radio station. Yeah, next Thursday, me cry no me to be. Yeah, I'm going to repeat.
Programming.
Programming. But America, they do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't want no parts of it. It's why I announced my retirement.
So the last time you were here, like, I mean, this is coming up because you said you were talking about your retirement. The last time you were here, you said you had 2 albums.
Yes, now more, because I've recorded more since.
So are we looking forward to? Are we getting anything from you?
Yes, I am trying to time it with brother Richie Mensah.
Okay.
So now Richie, because you mentioned Spotify.
Yeah.
You know, there's teeth in that word. There's Spotify. Okay. Now, you know, it's not a fair deal. And you see how Snoop been bashing on them. It's not a fair deal. The kind of money that they making and the kind of money that we getting off. So my man Richie hit me up. And Richie said to me, look, man, I want to build the same thing that Spotify got, but the cuts is going to be different. And he didn't have to say no more. I said, that's a black man telling me I work for you.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready to shift my whole catalog to Richie Mensah. He has his new streaming. I'm going to tell you the name. And once that comes up, I'm releasing new music, old music, the classics. Because every now and then I drop a video on you know, people are like, damn, you know, why this music is not out? Blah, blah. I'm like, you know, so the reception is good, but I need to be politically right. Ain't no white man going to take my money. I'll give it to my brother Richie so he could build his empire. And everybody should sign up with him.
The streaming Worst case, we know where to catch Richie.
Oh, I will let you.
The name of the streaming platform.
I gotta. You know, it always bugs me out, but let me. It's a long one because it's links. So I always say links. You know, but yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
The catalog there. Okay, that must be either a very difficult or very easy decision to take. To move your catalog to a new DSP.
It took me about 5 minutes because ironically I had just posted on my page Spot Teeth 5. I was already starting to bitch about these folks, and then Richie hit me up. He said, yo, I got so and so and so, and at the time I needed some money. So when he hit me up, I said, okay, can you give me an advance?
And he did.
He said, okay. He said, I'm going to send you how much you need. I said, brother, you're not ready. He said, go ahead. And he hit me up. And so, but I would have done it regardless. And even the love that he showed me right there on the spot, I was like, damn, that's my brother. I mean, I'm a big fan of Richie's anyway. You know, he's worthy of a documentary. That brother's a powerful brother. And so I'm riding with him. Yeah, I'm riding with him.
Retiring on the song you have with KK Fosu, and then now over a decade after, Do you think that if you had been the poster child of Hiplife, okay, if you had continued today, we won't be having the conversation of re-dropping the ball on Hiplife?
Ha! That's a strong, good one there.
When you drop the baton, did they fail to pick it up?
It's you know what? It's these conversations come up all the time. I really can't tell, you know, because as everything is everything, and we talking now, and I'm here now. If I had passed away, I don't know what would have happened, the legacy, what, you know. Nevertheless, I think evolution is the word. I'm read, Danny. You know, things, be a movement, don't be a monument. That's how I always say this. Be a movement, don't be a monument.
Okay.
And that's why I keep on moving. And so I don't expect folks to have the same reverence and the same, you know, sentiments back then till today. You know, I expect some change. Now, whether it's for the good or the bad, it's the question. But a lot of these kids, they got their business right now. I didn't have no business back then. You know what I mean? I didn't know about royalty. I didn't care about it. I just wanted to help put the music out and make the movement stand. And you know, UBADD.
My brother Kobe Spike, he says, Charlie, Reggie be legend. I was there at the Independence Square that day when he performed. He said I was a little kid, and we all, bro. we were all tinies. Then he says, but I'll always remember that day. He says, when I look back at those days, the lack of social media and how they managed to pull such enormous crowd, I'll forever bow down to his greatness and his realness. He says, Ghana needs to really respect and appreciate him more. Do you ever feel like, regardless... have we given that respect back to Reggie Rockstone?
Oh man, the same question comes up again because you know what, you know the answer that I'm gonna give you.
You say no for TVs, yes.
Yeah, every time, every time people ask me, do you think you got the props and the respect and the whatever that you deserve? I always say this to them: if it was so, you would not be asking me this question.
Yeah, well, that's true.
It kind of answers itself. If you have to ask me if I got my props and my respect and my honors, that means because if it was, Reggie, you wouldn't be asking.
No, I beg to differ. Reggie, when Michael Jackson died, we do understand his legacy and his contribution and his influence.
Yes.
But let's come back home.
Right.
For us, a change in our music.
Yes.
Was engineered by you.
Big shift, yeah.
Huge. Do you think if you die, it would be a funeral as impactful?
Let me tell you this. If I drop there today,
God forbid though.
I'm not afraid of that. I'll tell you something about death anyway. There's a rumor going on that I passed away yesterday. Everybody's blowing up my phone. Yeah, everybody's blowing up my phone. Talking about, yo, somebody even called and said, I heard you died. I said, nigga, I'm on the phone. How you hear I died? Bro. I had to call everybody. I said, don't panic. 5 years ago they ran that shit on me before. I know how they move. They keep trying to kill you. I'm not scared. I'm obviously not scared of But back to the matter, open and close. You said if I passed away, my legacy. Let me tell you this. You could be the most evil landlord who all your tenants hate. Drop dead today and everybody say, oh, he was such a great man. When you pass that's why Tupac is still, people talk about Tupac like, even now, like the greatest of all. I'm like, damn, man, that was back then. Okay, but once you die, they revere you. So from Bruce Lee to Malcolm X. Everybody's going to be a long lost cousin. They're going to turn up. Okay? But whilst you're alive, it's when they're supposed to tell you or be appreciative of what it is that you done did. This is why people ask the question.
What would be your big wish if you pass on?
If I pass, my wish?
Yeah.
My wish would be for some type of foundation, I don't know, something that would definitely be beneficial to Africa. Because I think I've done my bid for Africa. Remember, Hiplife was not just a Ghanaian story. That's what sparked up all what you got today. Afro started. There was nothing going on back then. So don't sleep on who
you said you're going to say something about death in particular.
And you not being afraid.
Not being afraid.
No, I have come to accept the concept of death. It's just as relevant as birth. Okay? Every day somebody gonna drop. My mother said, Reggie, you ain't never seen somebody that never died. She's right. You see? And when I have to see my brother Rab pass, my father pass, Cynthia Kwaku pass, Alexa Fori pass, Charles Boyd pass, I lost a lot of friends in a short time. And so I've humbled. So I take every day and appreciate every single day. That until I'm Jimmy San, okay. They say this brother too happy.
Let me drill down to family. What about kids? Are you letting anyone tour your path, or is there anything you're?
No, they pretty much gonna move how they feel.
Okay.
We identify what it is, your talent, and we're gonna support you. My daughter, they both love music. My daughter just when she discovered brother EL, and she did not even know that we were related to EL. Okay, EL is direct. That's my oldest daughter's uncle. So I've known EL like his whole household. When they have family reunions, I'm over there and EL is here. Like we kinfolk, we're family. You know, he could walk in my house anytime. And then I had to tell my daughter, I said, that's your uncle. She freaked out because she was now discovering Kalu and all. She was bugging out. She was cleaning her room. You know, she had some of the old VIP joints. You know, so I'm breaking it down. So she definitely has a musical bone.
Yeah.
You see me make videos with her where she's rapping my lyrics. My son, football. Ricky, named after my father.
Okay.
The other one, same. So yeah, pretty much. But education, it deal mo boy. Zela. Zela lima. I don't know me mobo. Pressure baby. Pressure baby.
Wait, you know if you talk some.
No, some of my boss. You know, it's mathematics. Homework, because it gives you a value. But I teach them life skills. You know, I got a whole different role.
Yeah.
But what do your kids teach you about your own legacy? Like
my kids are so humble. It's to a fault. They literally shy away from, you know, I remember when my son, I can't remember how old he was, we went to Legon, right? Not normally a charity gig be. So we walked and he's following me into top buildings. Now mouthful big mommy fans. Rockstone. And he said, Daddy, they're calling your name. He had no clue. Like what's going on? But as he got older, so it's so much so that when my son goes to play soccer, he wants us to drop him off not at the venue, but away, so that who said
he doesn't want all of that.
He is humble to a fault. But my younger one, Reggie Zeta, the one born on my birthday, on your mom who said Papa Rockstone. Oh yeah,
when is the birthday again?
11th of April.
Okay.
And so me and her share the same birthday, and Zulea shares the same birthday with my wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
VIP.
Yeah, VVIP or VIP.
VIP.
Okay.
The VIP conversation till today. How do you feel about it?
I feel as far as the accusations of me leaving the group, me breaking up the group, the fallacy you mean, the blasphemy you mean, the entronomy. Well, look, there are things that people don't know. It's two things. They either love the sensationalism of the story, so they don't want to seek the truth.
Okay.
It's a big fat lie that they stuck on me. And that's why I always fight for mine. On people say, why you gotta respond to everybody on social media?
Yes,
I said because they're gonna stick it to you. One the narrative, perception is everything.
The story will be set for you.
Yeah. Do you know that brother Zeal? You could pull up. Maybe you could pull it up. Zeal.
Yeah, that video.
Zeal actually made a video explaining
production. Let's get that.
When Promsy left the group. This is an original member. I'm gonna hear you. But bloggers now we're not concerned.
The negative will go more.
The negative will move more. Now me I don't meet me too. Promsy in anything this one a bit me to every group. What about them? And you know another thing is he had left the group a long time before I even came. But omunimo.
Yeah.
So this is why I had to fight till everybody. But you know what? We slapped them in the face. Because we gave them the music.
Yeah.
And you're not buy
this is what Lazio Zeal said at the time when the split happened.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh man, they're trying to pull the video up. I know.
okay.
I've sent them dozen videos, so they're trying to work it out.
I see you did your homework.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a moment in history.
Yes, it was. It was an ugly moment.
Yeah, a very ugly moment.
I told you. I said I have apologized to the public and to Promsy since I haven't heard from him. But I said we should never ever be going to war. You, my brother, not over some damn music. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at us at our ages. For what? And he knows very well that I never did no such thing. So he knows. So,
wow.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, all of it is very interesting.
I know, right?
All of it is very interesting. But I want us to take it back to the Hiplife conversation.
Right.
Because,
yes.
I want us to take it back there because
where Reggie Rockstone disrupted Ghana's music.
Yes, and a lot of us have actually come from musically have been inspired by that. I look at people who are blending the local dialect and English, and it's like he did it already. Like Reggie did it because you used to rap absolutely fantastic in English. And then you had
that's my first. I was rapping in English before Tree.
So I have a threefold question. The first one is, what inspired you to want to do it in Tree or to blend the Tree? Because no one else was doing it at the time, and then you just felt like you'd come in there.
My honey P was in Germany, Amsterdam somewhere. He was mixing it up. He was doing some Tree.
Right.
So it's a language. It's only right. The Japanese was rapping in Japanese. Chinese was rapping in Chinese. This is my mother tongue. Yes, I was born outside. Yes, English is my first language. I learned to speak Tree. I always tell people, but I'm also Pan-African.
Yeah.
Unlike a lot of the kids who were born in the West, who no minimum you notice when I speak my Tree, there's no affection on my accent. You know what I mean? I could speak New York, Ebonics, I speak my pidgin fluent, but when I speak Tree, you never go here. To make see at times more almost from it say yow. Because I know what's my say? And this is what, because if it wasn't spoken in the language that went to the hearts of the people, it would have never gone. You know,
so it brings me to my next question. Did you know then that was what was going to start like the whole Hiplife movement, or were you experimenting?
No, it was experimental. It was my father, bless his soul. He's the one that predicted. He said, big. He's the one that said, don't call it hip hop. Call it Hiplife.
Let me just sign out to Plus 89.9 FM. It's 10 o'clock. They have to switch to the news now. But this convo will be back on TV again tonight at 10 p.m. So you can just catch the repeat, as well as it will be on our socials. So you can also jump on YouTube and watch later on in the day. But let's continue on this. To think of having to rap in Tree.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
it's not an easy thing.
No, it's not, and I don't know if anybody was doing it, because I know the back in the day rappers of the time were doing English.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was Anglo. Yeah.
So was it now into the creative process conversation? Was it difficult for you to try rapping in a language that we had been singing? I know Uncle Juduble Ambule had been doing, that for a while, but this was also rhythm in a different way to what we can relate to.
Well, Uncle, you were right. I'm glad you mentioned Uncle Ambule. Well, Mr. Foley, remember that repetitive African poetry is not unique to Africans. It's pretty much in our they speak to a rhythm. Whatever, we speak with a rhythm. So right there and there, like Quincy Jones told Brother Kendrick, he said, you know where hip hop is from? He said, he's just from Africa. He said he thought it was from the Bronx. And he schooled him before he passed away. So it is nothing unique. It's like dance. To the African, body movement comes so natural.
Okay, so Reggie, staying on the creative process, I don't know if anybody's asked you this or you've shared it anywhere, but I take songs like Maka and all. Where were you getting the idea? What was engineering your ideas? What did you want to talk about?
Okay, I'm a sponge when I'm in the creative zone. So I draw, I draw from everywhere. Let me give you an example. I was sat in a drinking spot in Kumasi, and the guy, I had ordered my Gouda, and dude was late, and the guy said, "Now where's your plan, bang?" And that's where I got it. I was like, damn. I just picked it right there, and that's how. So there's always a starting point, and then from there, everything. The original chorus line was Paul Pin. That was it. And at the time, D Black's older brother, may he rest in peace, Stanley Blackmore, and my man Chakwan, we had a room, it was like the size of a toast, man. Just had a good air condition. And we was in that, that was our little, with our PlayStation, yeah. And I remember I'm reciting the lyrics and it gets to the chorus, and I'm like, Paul Pin. And Chakwan just said it in the reverse. He said, Paw. And I was like, oh, shit, let's go. That's it. So people contribute, people will chip in, it's never all apart from divine intervention, it's always around you. And you pick up stuff, but you choose what is creatively apt.
I think we need to cut this part of the video. What?
Oh, no.
I think we need to cut this part of the video and let people be reminded that the creative process has somebody who's the pace setter and has the gift of being the leader. But there's a lot of people involved in greatness. And one thing that I always give Reggie is props for is that he doesn't leave people out.
No, I don't.
Journey. But we've had a lot of people. We see it all the time.
Who don't credit.
No. I got so many.
That one said graduate right for us.
Isn't it ironic that on this green earth as we speak, I am the only one who engineered a legacy via video for all the artists. It's called the Book of Hiplife.
Yes.
That was me.
Selflessly,
I got everybody dead and alive.
Do we have that video?
That's a great video.
Yeah, we need to get that video.
And that's testimony of everybody. Nobody did that. I said, let's all wear all white. Let's get it together. VVIP. We did that. But that was my concept. And she had the for life.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Okay, let me just prompt.
The Book of Hiplife.
Get that video.
Great story.
We'll be wrapping up with on our convo with that. But and so in the creation of this Hiplife, music, brand genre, it was supposed to be rap. Yeah, of course, rap. You can rap mix on hip hop beats or Highlife beats, rhythms. But was it supposed to have any particular kind of conversation that you need to have on a song to be Hiplife? Example, Highlife, we're talking about our the stories, the way Highlife.
They always talking about love.
Yeah.
So and Ghanaians are the most unromantic human beings. What to mean? Why Ghanaians obi anu abonti? But hey, they na your coffee. However, we into Sion Kwang. Why badam? Yeah, Sion Kwang. That's kissing.
Yeah, we talk more about love in everything that we do.
But every single song is although. You can't even hold hands, man.
Because we are talking about love, right?
Yes.
Just also because for you and Dr. Zilla, we see that it's really organic from what we see on social media, and it looks really beautiful, right?
Thank you.
For our generation of marriages, unfortunately, some way somehow, marriages have become very microwave type of
fast
unions, right? It can be started over and done with in a year.
Yeah.
Right. What would you what would you say is that advice?
The year, 1 year crowd. 1 year warranty.
It's true. It's sad, but it's the truth. What would you say is that thing for you and Zilla that has helped you? I know that no two relationships are the same.
No.
But there must be something that is keeping you,
no doubt,
taking you further.
It would begin with love. I do truly love that woman, and I do. And sweetie. Yeah, that's my sweetie. I do, and she's also a good friend of mine.
Hey.
You understand
Reggie
me? So
romantic.
I know. Am I down for power? Okay, I said to you. Nevertheless, we do have our struggles like everybody else. Social media. It's like it's nothing different. She's a very strong character. I'm very stubborn. But somehow God just said, okay.
God did.
Yeah, God did that. And but
so love, friendship,
understanding. We butt heads like everybody else. But Zilla, she has seen people die. She's told me, she said, Reggie, I've seen people walk into Kolebu and I just went down the corridor, came back, and they were gone. So her motto has always been you know, let's squash the beef because we're not guaranteed tomorrow.
Right.
And this has always been her. She wanted to concert there and say, interesting. Because, you know, I could check out tomorrow. She could, and what the last
thing
said would be this.
With this, yeah.
So,
Reggie,
Thank
you and
you.
Discovery, there's something on the table, but we can just
hey,
this one we want to taste.
I mean, can show you know, I do come with benefits, and I suspect that a lot of interviews. I became a lot of.
Reggie, but is it when a politician is going for an interview, you are expecting that he doesn't leave like that?
Well, you know,
unfortunately. So when Reggie was coming, the whole 3 music was ready for watching. Only for him to get here. The producer said that. Oh, he said he didn't bring watching. Then everybody
Emotions
and I do right by my people. Anywhere I go, I make sure that I carry my food because you know it's expected. Plus, it's a great plug. You know, a lot of people tuned in, and I do like to put a smile on your faces. You know, yes, I do. So I was in a hurry to come.
Yes.
To mention me, to watch it. I'm from Bonnie China. But I did pick up a treat for you guys.
Yeah.
And this is really, really dope. It's called Kalami.
Yeah, we want to taste it like
yeah, we will. And
but
so
actually, it's aware for fried fish. So
that's what it is.
Yes,
Kalami.
it's kalami.
Kalami.
Kalami. If you write it in airways, kanami.
Kanami. Okay,
Yeah.
Kanami bad. Okay.
Kalami, yeah.
So that's fried fish.
Yeah, fried fish, but add the rough, Drew. You know, because you know you be sitting around drinking or sipping. Add me Philippa, and that's why I brought it along. You can taste this for yourself, brother, and then pass it on. And it's fresh.
You pass it.
Yeah, pass it on.
No, pass it like this.
Oh, this way.
End
Okay.
with me.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and chinam power.
When you're VSOP.
When you're bio. It's and it's out there, you know. It's great.
Do you guys see what Jay did?
And you know, especially especially if you don't eat meat, you know, it's perfect.
You. Oh, you didn't pass it to him again.
With the powder pepper, you boss one.
I guys standing on kenke.
I know that close to the when you bury your friend say once you pop, you can't stop. Your friend say
the Pringles.
Pringles in the sound class here. You know, we want to do a fish.
Oh, it tastes nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Well, baby tilapia.
Baby
Well
tilapia.
done.
Any actual baby
Well
tilapia.
done.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. He owns it. And, you know, I don't eat red meat. So when I'm eating my wache, and he's like, yo, you just pour this on. So, yeah, I'm doing a promo for him. Small business. Plugging it for him. Yeah.
Thanks, Reggie, for bringing
Thank
this
you.
to us.
You're good. And by the way, that's the last package I stole. So.
Why? I'm coming.
Edo, what's that? Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I remember.
It's really nice.
Me beer back also me race.
Very tasty.
Yeah,
Just
very
one more.
tasty. Yeah.
I want you to say something.
Just one more.
One.
That's what he said.
Oh boy, how
We are wrapping up.
Oh boy, how Barry.
We are wrapping up.
I can't
Yeah.
even.
Yeah. You open it.
Yeah, but anyways,
Yeah.
Jay, while you taste the fish, I just want to say something
Sure.
from a personal place. This is a really full circle moment for me because like I grew up on your music, and I rap and I'm inspired to do what you do.
Nice.
And I do it the same way you do. Same for Cyril, Jay, like everyone here, Lenny. It's a full circle moment for me because
top
everyone,
MC, this one.
all of them, everyone that I look up to in a certain way, I get to sit with you guys and have these conversations. So
Blessings.
I
pass it on.
feel blessed to be here today.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Pass it
for
on.
real.
Oh, Cyril wants to cry. Oh, Cyril, don't cry. Don't cry. Oh, don't cry.
Reggie, thank you so very much.
Blessing, my brother.
Yeah, we are still in court.
Oh, yeah, I took his ass to court. Listen, that's a whole nother show. People want to know why I took his ass to court. But we are in court. And we will come back with the story of how we got to court. You know, but as you know, diplomacy, no malice. Of course, you know, I didn't really take him to court, but you know, he got caught in the crossfire, and here we are. But yeah, man,
business is business.
Business is business.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, stop that.
I did that. Yeah.
Hey, Mercury.
Reg,
yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Blessings,
Truly
my brother.
Appreciative of this.
Did they ever get to pull up the zeal so I could be vindicated?
So let's get that before we play the Hiplife video to wrap it up.
Yeah.
This is what Zeal. So production, please load it up for me. This is what Zeal said to clear the air when this issue also was popped up.
And he made this video a long time ago.
Let's watch this.
Foresight Music Video Awards, the best group. The recent Ghana Music Awards, we pick up the best group again. So it's much blessing, and big up to all our fans for that. And I don't see the reason why Promsy should be getting angry right now, making all threats on Facebook, saying it's Reggie who put him out of the group, blah, blah, blah. It's all lies. It's all lies. And when you were leaving the group, we told him, listen, anything you need from us, we're here. We can help. No bad blood. Nobody have a problem with nobody. It's just music. So I'm talking to you as a brother.
Yeah.
We don't want to rehash bad vibes. It's only because you brought it up.
Yeah.
And the fact that this video has been in existence for so long, but nobody wanted to pay attention to it because they were more interested in us being divided. Of course, today the vibrations are not the same. We're pieced out, we're grown folks, but this is an example of how things work. In between us, people will come in between brothers. And they are just so now we, what am I saying? Now, quick.
We're grateful that this all comes in and we just re-echo it because of course the conflict
they're
came
not
up.
like us. Drake, baby, I will be a shit.
Never
Kendrick the idea, Aba Ghana da, Kendrick the idea.
Wabebo Ludo.
Kendrick the Aba Ghana da, the idea.
If Reggie hadn't let this Hiplife, and I like the fact that you mentioned that it created employment.
Yes, it did.
Very important.
Till date.
Yes. Let us as Ghanaians never ever forget this.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.